At Harare's Chikurubi prison, an outspoken anti-corruption activist. He was arrested 6 weeks ago on charges of inciting public violence and has consistently been denied bail. Human rights lawyer Doug Coltart, who has visited Chin'ono, joins me now via Skype. Thanks so much for your time on SABC News this evening. What do you know about Hopewell Chin'ono's health?
Yeah, so I visited him earlier today, and it was obvious that he was not well. He was complaining of having a headache, having a fever, having body aches, and distorted taste. A doctor has been deployed to attend to him. And those symptoms were confirmed on examination by the doctor as well. With Hopewell Chin'ono's consent, the doctor has also confirmed that that this information and the concern, of course, is that these symptoms, while of course not conclusive of anything at this stage, there are consistent symptoms that could indicate COVID-19, and so tests have been conducted. We're still awaiting the results of those tests. But this is an issue which we, as the legal team, have been consistently raising as a huge concern for Hopewell, our client, as well as Jacob Ngarivume. That COVID-19 in the prisons is a huge concern. I've just heard that 6 prisoners in Jacob Ngarivume's cell actually tested positive for COVID-19, and so this is a very real concern. It's something which has been raised in the bail applications, we await those results.
What happens while you wait for those results? What, if any, conversations are you trying to have with the Zimbabwean government authorities in prison to try and make sure that he gets the adequate help that he needs, whatever may be wrong?
Yeah, so at this stage, he has been able to be attended to by his private doctor and received those tests and the symptom-based treatment. There are medical facilities there at Chikurubi as well, but our major concern is around the overcrowding in cells, which continues to be an issue. And really the continued denial of bail. Of course, we have the ruling on his bail appeal, which is set to be handed down on Wednesday. So I don't want to prejudge that, but certainly we are hopeful that we will get a different outcome when Wednesday comes around.
Perhaps this isn't a fair question, but we know that Hopewell Chin'ono is your client. The other prisoners who are there, of course, sound like they are at risk of COVID-19 because of what you've said, cramped circumstances and multiple people being infected. Is there anybody perhaps working on ensuring that they are looked after and protected, because it seems as though their human rights perhaps may be being violated by being in those circumstances?
Absolutely. I mean, we have concern for all of the prisoners in the prison cells, and it's a huge concern for us as well. Is for there to be proper isolation and contact tracing, which, as we understand, hasn't been done in the case of the 6 prisoners in Jacob Ngarivume's cell who tested positive. There hasn't been proper contact tracing. While those prisoners were taken out of the cell, who's to say that there aren't others in that cell who are also infected or maybe asymptomatic, but still contagious? So, these are very real concerns, and we are engaging with the prison authorities to try and ensure that that this issue is contained, not just for Hopewell and Jacob, but for all prisoners. That that COVID-19 does not become a death sentence to prisoners who well, in Hopewell and Jacob's case, are not convicted and are awaiting trial prisoners. But even those who are convicted still have all of their rights. They have a right to health, and that needs to be protected.
Human rights lawyer Doug Coltart, Hopewell Chin'ono is one of Hopewell Chin'ono's legal team. Thanks so much for your time on SABC News this evening.
Thanks very much.
Let's go further into our continent.